Hello, hello, hello. Happy hump day, y'all. Hi, Sue. Hi, Treese. Hi, Miss Linda. Hello, Trish. Hello, Miss Kathy. Hi, Mary Casey. Hi, Lisa Hampton. How is everybody doing on this hump day? Good morning, Brioni. How is it going? Middle of the week. Our Troy was up running amok all night long. Last time I seen him was 3 o'clock in the morning. So he's not awake just yet, which is good and bad. Good because, he probably needed the rest. Bad because he's going to be up all night long. Hello, Miss Linda. Hi, Liz. 3 o'clock in the morning. He's awake. I just heard him shut his door. I knew he'd wake up when he heard the music. So he's probably going to come down with his hair like this. Running amok all night long. Hi, Michelle Chastain. 3 o'clock in the morning, he comes into the room and Jack starts growling. Because I closed the door so that the Onyx doesn't come out. Because I don't know what it is about her and carpet. She still has accidents on carpet. Anyways, I don't shut it all the way, but I close it so she can't open it with her nose. So he pushes it open and Jack starts growling. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And I look at the clock and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Troy, really? And he's like, oh, he shows me his phone for a phone case. Oh my God. Hi, Carol Frost. How are you? I was like, are you? I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm trying to see if I can see him coming down the stairs. He's probably looking out the window, scoping out what cars are out front to see who's. Hi, Miss Bernice. It's Terry. Unless you're not saying hi to me. Well, you said Troy, so. Anyway, so. Hi, Miss Donna Bonin. Thank you. I was in the mood to use some of these. I know. Don't get mad at me. Some of these old LaBlanche papers that are absolutely beautiful. Now, I do have like 3 and 4 of them. So, of each one. So, I mean, worst case, I can. I will wring your neck, Sue. Honestly. Like, I will wring your neck. Don't even. Hi, Regine. That's not even funny. So worst case scenario, if you really want me to, I can put them in the store. Because, I just, when I seen them, I was like, I need them. I told everybody who was awake with your hair gonna look all cray. So, let's get hi, Cynthia Diane. Let's get my desk on the screen and I'll tell you what the dealio is for today. The need to say I know. Okay, so anyhow, these are the beautiful papers that I'm talking about. Are they coming across differently? Color translation is always horrible. Hi, Sleepyhead. I told everybody you was running amok and your hair was going to look all kind of cray-cray when you got up. You didn't bring your glasses, Bubba's. Oh, he's got a little ingrown hair, like right at the tip of his nostril. Oh, Pops, is it bugging you? He keeps rubbing it like. Hi, Cheryl. She gonna get more than that. Okay, so, again, these were from last year. You can see how absolutely beautiful these papers are. If you guys remember, I just did, this one was just in my auction, that really beautiful sparkling silver tray that I did with all the bling on the baubles. This is that same line. So it came, and you can see I have, I have multiples. So, but I don't know. I was just in the mood to do the tray, but more so what I was in the mood to do was I wanted to use some in everything that I'm showing you, with the exception of, I think, the ice effect. Yeah, the ice effect is not in my store, but everything else is. So the ice crystal, snow crystal, onyx teeth marks, rainbow paste, decoupage varnish and glue glitter, and the snow paste. The snow paste I have wrapped just to keep it so that, oh no, onyx teeth marks. Little chewer. So I was just in the mood to use some of the sparkle. Look at him, gets up and he's already yelling at me. Hi, Melissa joins. I got my package today. Love the presentation of the shipping. It was exciting. Oh, I'm so happy. That's what I want, is for it to be a little experience when you open the package. Hi, Linda Glenn. So that's what I want, is because like for me, I always get a little, because I'm always excited to get my product, right? My goodies. And then when it's like nice and pretty inside too, like I feel like, oh, I don't know why. It's like unwrapping a present. Maybe I don't feel so guilty about, buying more stuff. So anyhow, and then this one with the cute little boy and is that a little girl too? Two little girls. I thought one of these had a little boy. Anyways, but look at the village, so pretty. Again, multiples again. I do that, right? I don't know. Even before I open my store. But look at this one. I thought this would be super pretty as on the tray, and then put, the snow paste and all the goods on here, because look at, it's already on like the tree and whatnot. So I thought that one would be really pretty. But also, you guys will probably remember, and then look at how pretty those packages are. But you guys will probably remember, because this is the one that had the pretty angel girl. So anyhow, again, just, I was going through and I was like, it's a shame that I am not using these. So I'm thinking that this is the one that we're going to use today. And then we can do all of the pretty snow on here as well. Hi, Mary Casey. Wow. Just placed my first order with you. Excited to see your presentation and choice expertise in this taping. Thank you. Hi, Deborah Pena. How are you? Hi, Lorianne. I don't know. I get it. I love doing like the orders and wrapping the stuff and doing all the fun stuff to it. Like I don't make it obnoxious so that it's like a bunch of peanuts, coming out at you or anything. But I just want it to be pretty. And yes, all the stickers and the tape is compliments of the Troy Boy. Oh, did I put it back in here? I did, because see, I'm running my mouth. So I've already put bonding primer, and I just used my Rust-Oleum spray. So, but Pentart bonding primer would have been great on this as well. I just find like sometimes with the trays, it's just easier just to do some bonding primer on it, especially because I can still get away with it because the weather is still really nice and it dries fairly quickly. But if I wasn't able to spray it because of the wind or whatnot outside, I would always use my Pentart bonding primer. And that, of course, is in my store as well. So obviously, the paper is not going to take up the entire portion of the tray. So we'll have to break some of these fibers to get, it in here, and then do some color stuff. But first, let's get a base on here. This step is not always necessary. I tell you guys, it's just something that I got in the habit of doing, and I just keep on doing it. I always put on a white base just to get that opaque white. I got mine, but had to run and didn't get a chance to open it yet. Aww. Hi, Kay. Hi, Sheila Tegan. Hi, Tina Roy. Okay, so let's get this puppy painted. So how is everybody's day going? So today, actually, I guess Trevor, they finished with their, you know, he was off property. He was on location at a, you know, one of the clients. And I guess they finished up yesterday. So today I got to sleep in about a half an hour. Well, I say sleep in, but, you know, Troy was waking me up and, you know, that body clock was like, don't miss the alarm. Don't, especially now because I kept waking up because of Troy. So, but I didn't have to get up at, you know, 6:30 in the morning per se. I got up a little bit later, 7. So the only like good thing about him being off property is just it's not as far from the house. So it only takes like 25 minutes as opposed to like 40 minutes, 45 minutes to get to work. So that was nice, but all right. And I did put bonding primer on the underside as well, because you guys know I will always paint that the same color as the top. So, but I won't worry about painting the underside with you because that's all just what I call busy work and you don't need to be bored with that. Hi, Renee. Hi, Sandy Cooper. Hi, Brenda. I know. I was going to say, I didn't think I seen the other Sheila. I think she's number 1, right? She is. Okay. We got our Waverly plaster on there. And let's dry this and then start getting our, what I do not want though is, even though I'll paint the underside, I don't want a lot of paint buildup on the edges because then it just makes for a nightmare. Got to sand that off. So let's just get any excess off. All right, let's get this dried. Hi, Helen. How are you? Are you all healed up and better now? Uh-oh, he looks tired. Who? The Troy boy? Did you see him? What you doing, Bubba? I plugged in your computer so it would be all nice and charged for you. Hi, Gail. Hi, Anne. Oh, thank you. So good to see you. Hi, Miss Kathy. Yeah, I know. I mean, hi, Richard. I'm well. How are you? I told him to go back to bed at 3 o'clock. Who knows what time he actually, you know, went to sleep. So he was probably, I mean, it's 1 o'clock. He just got up. So he's probably been up for a while. A little bit sore. Yeah. He had a lot of work done. I can't imagine. At least it's over with now. Hi, baby. Sign you in? Okay. Let's do the one-hand sign in. Oh, my bananas. Don't you guys love that when you go to type in, but you're not clicked in on the box, and so if that's all for naught? Oh, gmail.com. Okay, so, huh? Oh, here you go. Okay, baby. Oh, it's going to want a verification, isn't it? Oh my good. Hi Tammy, how are you? 121200. All right, I think you're in now, son. You're in like Flynn. There you go, baby. Okay, so let's take our house here. And like always, I'm just going to break down the fibers with a score tool. You can do it however you like. If you want to water cut it or what have you. I just find when it has all of these little decorative, edgings in the tray, it's easier when I just break down the, I do want to kind of put it straight though, don't I? It's just easier when I break down the fibers because then it just pulls away. Let's, I don't know, right there is fine. It's good. It's good. It's good enough. All right, let's get my little, so I'm just going to come and I'm going to come over, I'm not putting a ton of pressure on, but enough to break the fibers, okay? Okay. And then once I do this, I will take off the edging as well because there is just a little border around it as well. But I want to get it in place first and then take it all off at one time. All right, so we've kind of done our, you guys know if you or do any paper crafting, just scoring it over and over breaks the fibers down. Okay. All right. It's good. Hi, Della. How are you? Good evening, Jill. Hi, Tammy. Oh, it's not. It's okay. It's all right. All right. So it's always easier. You can see from the back because it makes sense, right? When you're scoring it, you're pushing down. So it's going to be more prominent on the back side. But as you can see, because I broke down those fibers, it tears away very easily. Now, the only time you're going to get a little bit of resistance is when you have those long fibers. If you could see that one right there. When you have that, don't pull. If it's not releasing, just snip it because it will pull right from the image on the front side and you'll lose that ink in that area. See? So there. So we'll need to snip that one instead of trying to yank that fiber out. But as you can see, it comes away when we score it. Look at, there's quite a few fibers right there. When you just score it, it just makes it a lot easier, especially when like I said, when you have all this decorative edging. All right, so we've got, okay, I guess that's the end of that. Yeah. Oh, your phone is dead. Okay. So let's just snip that. Now, you do not want a straight edge. Well, at least I don't because it's harder to blend. So I'm literally just snipping off. You've got to let it charge a little bit longer than that, love bug. Like 20 seconds at least for it to turn on. It's harder to blend cut edges than it is fiber blends right away. So when you're cutting these little longer fibers out, just make sure that's all you're cutting is the fibers. This one actually, if you turn around to the back, you could see that this one actually has a lot of fibers. All right. Okay, so we got the fibers off of there. Our paper should fit where we want it to nicely. Is good. All right, let's take these edges off. Okay, no. I'm good, love. I think media is starting to work. My scope biopsy was great news, getting things done for surgery on the 7th. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, some papers out there are it's too much for me to deal with. Um, that's if I didn't, I loved Decoupage Queen way before I started working for them, and the quality of the paper is just top notch. But um, LaBlanche and Calambour, I do find that those two do have a little more fiber than than, like, of course, Decoupage Queen, but it doesn't make it hard to work with. There's just some that are just so fibrous that whenever you do try to feather edges, it makes it really difficult. All right, so I'm just using a water pen. You can use your, wet paintbrush, or you can just dry tear it if you want to. I'm going to get that off right now because that one is a ginormous one. And then this ruler I always use for when I'm doing this because it just helps hold that paper so it's not slipping underneath there. So when I'm pulling like this, I'm not, yanking the paper around, because sometimes some of the rulers don't grip down for me, and I don't know, maybe just user error. Hi, Diane Dunkelman. Hi, my Mara. All right, so let's get this last side off, and then we'll get it down on the tray. All right, that's one thing about it's very, very tiny. The borders are very tiny. Now where I did get the borders off, I do notice that there are a couple more little fibers that I want to tend to here. So let's get that off. And the reason why I snip them is because when you're blending, especially when you're budding paint up to it and you're blending, the fibers are very prominent under the paint, and I just personally don't like that look. But I always say you do whatever makes your eyes happy. Look at y'all. Look at it's fitting in there nicely today because I used some wipes, so it's fitting in there pretty nice today. Your dogs were up extremely early. Okay, let's get our little curve. It's a little too long, the tray. That's why I keep holding it to the side so you guys. So we should, depending on where I put it, I think I was up high there. There it goes. Okay. So hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. You need to scooch you over a little bit. And then let's make sure I'm straight because we all know I'm a little crooked. Okay. And then I'm going to get my Decoupage Queen squeegee. And I do want to try the Decoupage Varnish and Glue glitter. I don't feel that it's necessary for me to do it underneath, though, because we're not going to see the glitter underneath, right? So I will try it. I will put it on the top, but underneath, I'm just going to use my regular Decoupage Varnish and Glue matte. I don't know. You guys, I tell you guys all the time, I don't like wasting my product. So if I'm going to use that for the glitter, I'm, no reason to put it underneath the paper. I don't know. Call me silly. Hi, Tina. Hi, Nancy. How are you? It's hot up. Is it hot up by you in the southern side of California? It's not. It is hot today. Nancy, I'm in Northern California, and it's 76 right now. I'm in Northern California. Mara's in Southern California. I'm the NorCal gal. Got a little happy with let's just do it like this for a minute. All right, so as always, I do work in sections. You okay, bud? You almost tripped? It's not funny. Silly goose. So I always work in sections. I use my squeegee to lay that paper down and also to move the product evenly underneath. You guys seen how I was a little wild and crazy with the product at first, right? But it just helps with the sprinkles too. And then I'm going to lift up and then start again. Get a little bit more of it down. And then you guys know my spiel about the edges. Make sure you lay them flat, especially in this case where, you know, it's not covering the entire tray. So you don't want the edging buckled on itself by just, you know, willy-nillying it. And then I say, I don't pull it taut. I just let it go and push down with the squeegee, therefore no shrinkling. Okay, let's get this last little bit. $23 wind chill? Ooh. I thought you were central. I am. I thought you said you did. You put southern side of California. I thought you meant like SoCal. I am. I'm Central Valley. I'm still a good few hours away from Bakersfield. Okay, let's get our last little bit down. See, this little bit there has actually, I want to lift that up because it must have gotten wet or something. It's buckled. So I'm going to kind of, there we go. Okie dokie, artichoke. Now I'm going to try, I'm going to make sure it's all down first. And then let's try the glitter. I haven't used it in a long time, so I can't remember. Just want to make sure everything is down first. So I can't remember how much or how, you know, how much of that glitter is going to come off. But I'm excited. I want to see because that's what we want. We want a little snowy atmosphere here. All right. So let's get our decoupage varnishing glue. This is glitter. Remember I told you guys the colors on the front really tell you. So green is textile. The purple is the matte. This one is the red. So let us play. Let us play. Oh my. The weather is kind of all over the place, yeah? Okay. I'm just going to use, so I'm just going to use the same brush. Oh, I can see it. It's pretty. Y'all, why don't I use this more? It's very pretty. I'm wondering, though, if I want it all on the blue. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I don't know if you guys can see because of all the lights. Okay. I don't mind it at all. In what would be like the, you know, the sky and in the snow. However, on the blue right there, it's going to be all glitter because that blue is so dark. So I'm just going to kind of strategically place it on the snow. But I like this a lot. It's open, so I obviously have used it. I just don't remember if I used it on a project or if I was just testing it. Okay, so let's get it off of that blue. So just because the blue is so dark, I just don't want, you know, all the glitter on the rooftops. But again, whatever makes your eyes happy, you don't have to use two different ones. You could use the same for all. You like the glitter, put it all over. I like that though. I'll dry it so you can see it better, but it's just like little twinkles all over. It's very pretty. Troy, I can't see you, son. Yeah, so Sue, this is in my store. Can you take that off, Sue? This is in my store. Hi, Pops. Because it's right here. In Southern Ontario, it's 64 right now and dropping to 37. Wow. Okay, well, that's, I should have watched that. I don't want to put it up here. Then leave it right here, Papa Boy. And then when it charges, that one's the fast charger, son. It is chilly. You have to have patience, my love. See, look, it's coming on now. See? Okay. Don't take my boxes, please. Please don't take my paper mache boxes. No, give me that. Come back. No, those are cool boxes. Oh my. Okay, let me see if I can. There's no way to show you. Okay, right here. Can you kind of see? It's not overpowering, but it's pretty. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Now, what to do about the rest? Well, we've got to do a little bit of color matching out here, right? What I do want to do is we're going to sand these edges just a little bit, but in order to sand, we need to make sure it's very dry. And I should have been a little careful with the glitter because that's all right. We're gonna sand out here anyway, so we'll get the glitter out of there. The decoupage varnishing glue glitter, Richard, is in my store. Well, all of the products that I'm gonna show you are in my store. But it's really pretty, especially on the tree. It looks like there's red and green lights already on the tree. It's so paradise. All right, so I do need to get, oh, it's not far from me anymore. I used to have to get up and go over there. So we do need to get out a low or high grit, right? So it's backwards, right? So you don't want to use anything lower than a 320. 320, 400, something like that will be perfect. And the thing is all we are trying to do is just smooth out to touch the edges, okay? And that's just so when I add paint to it, it becomes a little seamless. But what we're not trying to do, we don't want to use a 60 or an 80 grit because I'm not trying to take off the paint, right? I'm not trying to sand down. I'm just to touch sanding the edge, just that feathered edge. So I'm literally taking it at the feathered edge and pulling back, right? Not this, and you know, we're just going to pull back and really flatten that out. And you stop when you run your finger across it and you don't feel any of those little featherings. Okay? So that way when you paint, it just all becomes one. We'll just leave that for right now. I'm just going to come again just to the edgings and pull back. Mara, am I allowed to say something about something in the couple something days? Am I allowed to say something about it? I don't know. I think I am. Richard. Is Mara still here? She's probably going, oh, good Lord. Sure, you can tell us something. I know, Sue. I said that. You guys see how Sue does not listen to me when I talk? I said these papers are from last year, and I have like 3 and 4 each of them, and I can put them in the store if anybody is really looking for them. You see how she does me? She doesn't listen to me. Where's Mara? Wow, that was almost a possible clue that something may happen. Where is she? Because now everybody's going to get mad at me if I don't say something. It's probably working. It's only her and Rich in the store today. Mr. Stink Eye is in the store. They're working today. They're working hard. All right. The paper is way out here, so as long as I get that smooth. I think I'm allowed to say something. I think so. But I want to make sure. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if she said it on her lives, and I'm pretty sure she has. But hold on. Let me think. Thinking. I'm thinking. What is this? Little one strand of hair. All right. So again, when you see me going side to side, it's just up here because I got a little willy-nilly with the glitter. the top. So I'm trying to get the glitter up off of here. But don't go side to side on your paper. We never do that, right? When we're on our decoupage paper. Goodness gracious, Terry, you got all kind of willy-nilly. But you see how I can actually stand on the tray with the 320, and it's not taking off our top coat. It's not taking off our primer, most importantly. If you go down and you start doing the 180s, you know, the 120s, the 80s, the 60s, you're going to go right down to that silver. And obviously, that will defeat the whole purpose of trying to paint. Because paint on a non-porous will not stick. There's glitter over here. It's driving me bananas. Now that it's drying, you can really, really see it. It's very pretty. Pops, really, seriously, it's only charged for a few minutes, bud. Why don't you plug in the blue charger over there in the wall? Or take it to Mommy's craft room. I need to lower that table. I think Troy was pushing buttons on my craft table again. You know, how it raises and lowers. Because it's a little high, I noticed. Even for me when I was sitting there. Okay. So, I'm going through to touch. And my only issue is over here with the glitter. Not the paper. Ugly mugly. If it's what I think you're talking about, she announced it yesterday. What did she announce, Wendy? And where did she announce it at? First of all, are you in her lifestyle group? Because if you're in her lifestyle group, then that doesn't count. Was it on a live that she announced it? And what did she announce? Okay, so we're pretty good. It's nice. I can feel to touch that it's nice and smooth. It takes a minute. It's an extra step, but I'm telling you guys, it's very worth it, especially if you're doing, you know, your paper's not matching or it's not going out all the way. It really is worth taking just a few minutes to do that. Okay, I need to get some blues out here. I really need to order more of this ice blue. I feel like the ice blue, I've never used it. And then all of a sudden, I need it a lot lately. Okay. Let's get some blues out here. Let's get the white. And then let's get some beiges. As well. What is this? Where's my cream? Where's Wendy? I'm not in her group. Okay, hi Sophie. Okay, she did. So on Friday, that one might be okay. On Friday, Mara has new stencils. And they will be in my store. You guys know I am one of her retailers, so I carry Mara stencils. So on Friday, she has the release of them. I'm so excited. So she, I think it is getting on at like the crack of dawn. The crack of dawn. I think it's like 9 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And then I will, when I am on with you guys, I will show them as well. I'm super excited. All right, let's get some. And also, Mama's Damask will be back as well. I'll have that in the store. It was out of stock when I tried to order it because it's an amazing stencil. So that'll be back in the store too. Yeah, no, it is because I have the pictures of them. It's only 5. I bought them. I know. Okay, so we are going to take, oh, that one is old. We are going to take some of these blues. I obviously don't have the blue that I need. So, no harm, no foul. Where is my favorite? And let's get some of these. I need one of my favorite browns. I don't know that this one will work. Is this hazelnut or falcon? Okay. So I'm also thinking that we put something on top of this little bumpy ridge here, like a different border. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm not a fan of the bumpies, but I guess we can determine. I have some, I have a bunch of molds out here, some of the new LaBlanche molds as well that maybe we could put out here. All right, so I got to get to this blue without having that blue. And I know that looks super scary. Have no fear. No, have a lot of fear. It's me we're talking about at the end of the day. You in the kitchen again? Sir, can you please? I think you took every cup out last night. Practically. All right. I think we're going to be okay with that. Let's just... I could probably get to this color without all of these other ones. Okay. Hey! Well, we already know Onyx likes to put holes in my caps. It'll be really scary whenever, you know, I get an inventory order in or something and she gets to one of those boxes, because I obviously can't sell product with a bunch of dog teeth bites in all the caps. So, all right. Let's start with what we have out here and then see what we could do to get to these colors. I really like my white holder. Okay, so up here, we're not too worried. We just need a cream color. So, but it's these blues that I'm worried about because, as you can tell, the blues are just a little off. Yes, I do, Nancy, I do. So this blue is actually not too bad, but it's not what we need. So let's knock that blue down just a little bit. That's why I pulled that purple out here. We've got a little bit of a purple base blue over here. So I'm just knocking this blue back just a little bit. We don't have to get it to an exact color, but it needs to be somewhere in that family, right? Otherwise, it's going to look really bananas. But here, along this side here, we've got a purple blue. What on earth is happening to my paints? Vintage blue. Vintage blue. Golly, Terry. You know, that's how I like that, though. Even if there's just a little bit of paint left, I don't throw it away, and it's ridiculous. So I will show you this purple. It's actually called vintage blue, but if you can see, again, we're in that family. We just need to knock it down just a little bit. Okay. Sometimes your blue will pull a lot of purple. So sometimes if you try to match a blue and you grab all the blues under the sun and you still can't get to it, it's more than likely because it's got purple. It's a purple base that you need to use. So if you try purple first and knock down the purple, you'll probably get to that color quicker than you would trying to mix a bunch of blues. There we go. All right, let's start with this. Oh, actually. Hi, Laura. Why did my comments over here? Hi, Cindy. Oh, they didn't stop. I thought they stopped. All right. I forgot something. That up there. the like the beigey white. So what do you guys do when you need to, when your paper doesn't match like this? Do you just go for it and start mixing color, or what do you guys do? All right, let's do this. Oh, okay. Sorry, I know that's probably very painful, boring, but we got to get to the paints before we can paint, right? We got to paint. We got to get there first. Okay, let's do this over here. Let's get this. And up here, I don't know what I'm going to do with, wow, nobody stopped me. Stop in the name. Stop what you're doing, woman, before you ruin everything. Okay, hold on a minute. I've got to varnish. I've got to varnish my paper, otherwise this paint is going to soak right into my paper. 3 centuries later. Hi, Papas. I know, I see. That's what you woke me up doing, too, because you were, showing me phone cases. So you want to varnish before you start budding paint up to your paper, because it's just going to soak right into your paper. And also, if you make a mistake, right, and you need to wipe it back, you're not going to get any of it off. So I always talk about that protective layer. You want that protective layer to give you some time to get, your paint off. So I'm just using the water-based glossy varnish. You love the mixed colors. It's fun, right? Blend in the decoupage, or sometimes a raised stencil of a border, depends on the design. Yeah, it really does. We'll fix that. I just need to get a little protection on here first. I know, Pops. I get it. So you don't need to use glossy. You can use matte if you want. You just want to get some varnish down. Okay. It just makes your life a whole lot easier. What was that? Oh, no, that's Mommy's project for the sisters. Please don't. All right, it's good. You're dealing with the kids and trying to watch me. That's a handful. Huh, Toy. I know, Pops. I know. I'm just about ready to take TikTok off of your phone, because that's what you use TikTok for, is to find phone cases in the TikTok stores, which is very bananas to me. Just very craziness. Very much craziness. Okay, let's try this again. Good, cuddly muggly. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Oh, you're gonna bubble wrap your computer? Why you do that? I don't have any tape over here, babe. I already know you want to tape your computer all up with that bubble wrap. Okay, so we've got our little bit there, and I'm trying to see what I'm working with up there. So if you go on your paper just a little bit to help with that blending, this tapping does not help any with all that. Are you talking to me or are you doing work? Because when I look back at you, you're not talking to me. And one thing I could tell you about doing this is, like, don't be hard on yourself if you're not getting the exact matches in there. Because we will put something out here, right? But just like we did with the bag the other day, it just looks a little bit better if underneath whatever you're doing, it looks like the paper is all the way out there. Right? Oh, sugar. Honey, let mama cut that for you. Absolutely not. Give me those scissors, please. Where's Choy scissors at? Those are the big old Mama Jamma scissors, son. You're going to give mama a heart attack. Okay, and then just always keep your area a little bit, just mist it. It helps so that you can move that paint. And it helps with blending that in a little bit too. We'll get back down here in a minute. Hi, Phyllis. I'm looking at some Sophie. Okay, Sophie. All right. Troy, be careful. I can see you. Just because I'm not looking at you doesn't mean I can't see you. I know. See? I'm telling you, I could see you. Just because I'm not looking at you, I see you. It's over there. I know what you're looking for, son. Nope. I know, but I'm not falling for it. Okay, so you can see we're getting there. We're getting there, right? Now, this blue is not like these blues where it doesn't take on that purple vibe. So the light blue that I have is not, it's that dried up one that I worked with before. And I put in, like, I don't know how many orders yesterday, and I keep forgetting to order more of that light blue, that sky blue. But we'll get there, see? Just would be most helpful if I would remember to order it, then I wouldn't have to mix. You don't know what to do with it, Miss Linda, as far as like what to put it on? Oh, no. Oh, no, no. Like a canvas or something? Do you have the paper, Miss Linda? You watch, by the end of this, I'm going to have 17 brushes in my hands. It's good to watch you mix since we don't have all the colors you have. A creative mind, I am not. Miss Linda, stop it. I see some of the things that you post, Miss Linda, when you post. You are too. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Actually, going to grab one other brush. I'm really wet, so this area has a lot of water, so I'm going to pick some of that up with just a dry brush. See, we're getting there. We're getting there. We have paper missing over here, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, I see it. I see. Okay. A little gray. Put a little brown back in there. There we go. No. How about we use some scissors that are Choy scissors? These are Choy scissors. See? I know Mama has Choy scissors over here. All right. Let's get back into some of our... Nope, not that one. This one. Oh, sometimes I scare myself. Not sometimes. A lot of the times I scare myself. All right, let's get a little. The natives are getting restless. Okay, Renee. All right, let's get. Hold the tray. Hold the tray. Okay, I'm going to take that clean brush that I have, and I'm going to blend. There we go. That was a very harsh stop. And then let's still keep this brush clean. And we're just going to blend some of that white that's sitting on the top a little better. And let's take some of that paint off and then come back in there. All right, I'm probably getting my big head in there, so let me turn it a little closer to me. Sorry. And then if you wanted to get real detailed, like that tree is cut off right there. So you could put that tree back if you wanted to. You probably will. All right. Almost there. Just got the bottom half. Got a little willy-nilly over here, so I'm just going to wipe it off. We just got that bottom half to do. And again, I will figure out what we're going to paint up here. The only reason why I'm wiping right here is because there's a thick ridge of paint, and I don't want to have to sand that down. Okay. Now, somehow, we got real dark up here with this blue, so hold on a minute. I'm looking at it in the camera, and I can see that it got real dark. And you might find that when it dries a little, that it gets a little bit darker, right? So you might have to come back in and lighten it up a little bit. Where the heck is it? Is it this one? Hi, Betty. Hi, Miss Donna Sue. Why does my paper seem to get dark when I apply the top coat over the decoupage glue when I use white for the background color? So you're saying that the colors are darkening on you? What is happening? So like your image itself is darkening? Is that what you're saying? All right, we need something happen over here. Hi, Vicky. Thank you. Hi, Christy, by the way. You're saying you put white underneath, but when you put the varnish on, it darkens your image? What kind of varnish are you putting on there, Christy? Because it shouldn't darken on you. Hold on, Pops. Tape, right? That's what you want? The tape is in Mama's craft room in the shelf. I don't know if you're going to know where that is. It was Mod Podge. Okay. I do not have experience with varnishing with Mod Podge. That's not. I don't know if anybody else uses Mod Podge to varnish. I don't. I know it has claims that it's a varnish, but But just like the decoupage, varnish, and glue, I don't use this as a varnish. I still put a varnish on top of that. So I don't know if anybody else has experience with using Mod Podge as a varnish. Again, I know that there's claims that, you know, that their label says it's a top coat. My personal opinion is I would recommend getting a varnish, but that is just my opinion. I don't have experience with using that as a top coat. So I don't know if anybody else does. If you do use Mod Podge as a top coat, does that happen to you? If not, maybe you can help Christy, because I can't speak about that. I wouldn't be giving you proper information. Okay, I am so unhappy with whatever happened over here, so hold on a minute. Yeah, I used it, you know, whenever I first started decoupaging, but even then I never used it as a top coat. So I don't know. Like I said, I know that it has claims in the label that it's a top coat, but I still would use something else. But I can't speak from experience because I've never used it that way. Okay. So that is, that is our paper now with our paint. And if I look in the camera, I can't get it all in there. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm not mad at that. On the edges though, what I'm thinking about doing is just actually probably just doing a neutral up around the sides. So I'm gonna probably come up with the hazelnut around the top. Hi, Kiki. I just got the Pentart, so I will try that. I just got the Pentart. Okay, yeah, let me know if after you use the Pentart varnish, if you still have that issue. Because you've seen, that was the varnish that I used here, was the glossy Pentart varnish. That was wherever it went. Did I put it away? Was I really doing that? No, I didn't. So, it didn't darken it for me. So I'm curious to know if it still happens. So I'm just using what's in the plate there that's not mixed with the white. And I'm actually thinking that it's too dark. So I'm going to come back around it in just a second. I will get close to the edge by the paint there in just a minute. I always like to get, you know, bigger real estate, the easiest part done first, and then I'll come back. Why am I holding that? I'll come back and do the rest. Yeah, I like the lighter brown better. That darker one was not. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, awesome. Barely? Good. Coogly moogly. I'm glad you got it. Goodness gracious. It took a long time. If Richard's here, I hope he doesn't mind. I mean, it's not personal. I don't know. But, so Richard asked me, because Richard ordered from my store, and he asked me if I send out confirmations with tracking numbers. And I said, yeah, you know, I do. But, you know, let me track down your tracking number for you and I'll give it to you. And so I got his tracking number and just happened to, instead of copying the tracking number, I actually clicked on the link on accident. But it was a good accident because his package from last week, I think it was, has not moved. It actually showed that the post office hadn't even taken possession of it yet. And I was like, excuse me? So I immediately start to freak out because number one, as soon as I get an order, I try to pack it that same night or at least, you know, the next day so it'll go out as, you know, soon as it can. Anyways, long story short, I tell Richard I'm going to put a claim in to figure out what's happening because they've had possession of this package for a while now. Lo and behold, I put a claim in and his package starts moving and all of a sudden it's going to be delivered tomorrow. So I don't know what our mail system is doing, but I told Richard, well, isn't that just a coinky dinky? I put a claim in and it starts moving. Go figure. But no one's responded to me, by the way, of like, oh, let us look, you know, or we found your package or anything like that. No one's responded to my claim yet. And I already know what's going to happen is when it's delivered, they'll respond to my claim and say, package was delivered at such and such time. So I don't know what's going on. Why everything's I mean, I know that, you know, of course, the hurricanes and stuff, but what on earth? What a coinky dinky that it started moving when I put in a claim. Okay, so we've got the top of it well enough. I'll also do the bottom this same color. Let me get a tinier brush so we can quickly go around it. Whoa. Where's my brushes at? Yeah, probably for you, yes. But still, that seems like it was a very long time ago, I feel. I don't know exactly, but I feel like it was a while ago. All right. I gotta lift. I gotta brace my hand a little bit on something. Let's get. Oh, what is that? I'll go around with another coat if I need it. I just thought it was kind of funny that they didn't answer me, but the package all of a sudden has a delivery date. I thought, I don't know if I've just never really noticed it before, but it seems like ever since I've been in this town and that I've had more issues with the mail than I've ever noticed before. I've been here for a while now, but it's weird. And it's not just USPS, especially UPS. What is that? Water? I can see that the color looks crazy. I'm not worried about it. I'm just trying to get close to this edge down here, and then I'll go over it with another coat, because down there especially it was a different color. There's something going on right here that's giving me a little bit of a resist, which is a little concerning. Really? Yeah, but Brioni, it's weird for you. I can ship to you and it'll get to you in a couple of days, and you're in Australia. That's so bananas to me. You know what? I've done that too, Cynthia Diane, and it does. It does. When I've signed up for text alerts, I've had a package coming to me and it wasn't moving. And I signed up for text alerts and all of a sudden it started moving. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know if it's coinkydink or what, but it's always strange to me because it does work. I'm just going to tighten that. Hold on. But the thing with Richard yesterday just took the cake. And I have cousins that work in the post office, and I had sent her a text. She's not in our same office, but I sent her a text and I told her, I said, is there anything that I can do? Because how come they're saying that they don't have possession of it when it's been gone a week already? And then I texted her and said, oh, never mind. It's moving now. I put a claim in on the website and it's moving now. By some coincidence, it's moving. And actually, not only just moving, but it had a delivery date. So I'll be curious to know if he gets it tomorrow. All right, I'm just going to go back around it here, and then we'll button up the color along the top with a second coat, because it needs a second coat, obviously, but it makes no sense. Oh, Mary, you missed me talking somethings earlier. I asked you a question. I didn't see that you said you'd be right back. Hi, Yolanda. And so I was asking about if I could say something about your stencils on Friday. So I said, Mara, can I say something about the something on the somethings? Everybody was like, what the heck? Because I thought that you had announced it, but I couldn't remember if it was like on Saturday or if it, I know not in, and this Wendy Martin said that she had heard something, and I said, okay, wait, make sure if it wasn't in the private group, then I can say something. It was just, I was not speaking the English is what was happening. I said the something and the something. Is it okay if I tell? So kind of like, I got a secret, but, I can't tell you. I did that to them, but only for a minute. All right, so we have our paper kind of extended with the paint. And now I'm just going around and getting that second coating on. And then we can start playing with the paper and the snow. I just couldn't remember. See, because now I get emails because I'm a retailer, right? So now I'm like, oh goodness, what did I get an email that it was okay? Did I get an email that it was only retail? Oh, I'm so get so confused now. Hey, almost. So yeah, I'm super excited. So I told them you'll show them in the morning, and then when I come on in the afternoon, I will show them because they will be in my store. Okay. Let's round this little bit, and then it's good. It's good. Ooh, red? How did you get red? Something in the brown must not have been mixed good. Okay. Let's flip on the top here and get the little riveting, which, again, I'm still not sold on keeping the riveting. But we can definitely figure out what to put up here. And we'll probably pull out a couple of stencils, and I like the snowflakes up here would be cute, I think. All right, it's good. Get rid of these brush marks. And then again, like I said, I will paint the bottom this color as well. I see something here on the camera. Okay. Ta-da! What else do I see the camera? I like it. It's paradise. Okay, what happened? Okay. How many new somethings are coming? Hi, Olga. How are you? I had a box delivered, all crushed, half open, took photos, and went to the main box of the and sent request for replacement. Oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad that they actually, did did that. Okay, let's dry this just a little bit because knowing me, I will put my arm on it. And I know that I have a stencil that has small snowflakes. So we can absolutely put, I think it would be really pretty to put some just kind of sprinkled up on the ridges here, but we'll see. But I do want to take out some of my ice and snow. Five new somethings. I said 5. I knew that much. All right. I just really, like I said, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about this ridge. I'm not sold on the ridge. The ridge is what's on the tray already, but we'll see. What's happening right there? How all of a sudden there's no paint right here? That was weird. Okay, let's move this so I don't stick my arm in that. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to need to do, though, is because obviously when we painted all of this on the outside, I only varnished the paper. So that way, when I was painting, if I needed to wipe anything off, right, I had the varnish protection. But all of this on the outside is now matte, and I need to match it because all of the inside is glossy. So I'm just going to take, again, some of my varnish, and I'm just going to come out here. I'm not going to do it up here on the ridge yet or up on the side just because I'm not done working with that area yet. Not that I'm done over here, but if I'm going to put snow effects and stuff on here, it needs to at least all be the same finish. Okay. And extra varnish never hurts, right? Just coming all around the outside where I painted to match the paper. All right. It's good. Okie dokie, artichoke. Yeah. Okay. Go back to helping Mr. Rich with orders. I told him you guys was all by your lonesome. Ooh, Mary Casey. Yes. Absolutely. That would be beautiful. The new wax up on the edges. We can definitely do that. Okay, so snow paste, right? So what's the difference between the snow paste, the ice crystal, the snow crystal, the rainbow effects? Well, if you can see, the snow, right, is white. Okay, so when it dries, it's going to dry white. The snow crystal and the ice crystal, the rainbow paste, they all have a sparkle in it. The snow paste does not. And these will become a little more transparent, right? So you'll have the sparkle. The snow paste, the ice crystal, snow crystal, they all come in pins. If you have the tubs, though, I don't know that you need the pins, but, so I will tell you the rainbow paste, it's better if you do put a little bit of saran wrap down. It's not going to keep forever, okay? Nothing does. I realize that, but I'm just saying the more the air hits it, the more that it dries out the product. So let me show you. And then you know that if you guys get your paints in your, paste like that, if you ever see like a little bit of liquid on the top, don't freak out. Just mix it. It's probably because it just needs a little stir. So again, I know because of my cameras, this, can you see the glitter that's in there? So like ice, right? So I don't know if you could see it a little bit better even on, I don't know if you guys can even see it. So this one's got a little bit of the glitter flakes in there, and the rainbow paste has it like that as well. They are gorgeous. They're beautiful. But like I said, I would and get rid of this. When you open your products, these are going to be in there. Take that out. I already am saying that these will dry out fairly quicker than, so you leave that in there and it's going to dry out even faster. Now, this one is not as gritty as the ice effect, but it has that same beautiful, like, I don't know, like almost like the AB, stones. It has that same effect. But I mean, it's so pretty, you guys. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. So that was the rainbow paste and the ice effect. And then we get into our snow paste. Now it has that little bit of grit again, but it's finer. So the glitters in these are finer than what's in here. And all but the ice effect is in the store. It's so hard to see with all these lights, but I promise you, they just are, they're so pretty, and they're perfect for this time of the year. Perfect for this time of the year. Okay, see? Even though that one was covered, Onyx biting it and letting the air hit it was no bueno. So let me get a... Actually, I can't fight through all of that right now. Let me just come over here and get it out of here. Okay. Onyx! Oh my God! Okay. Don't let your dog bite through your stuff. Where's the lid? Here. Don't let your dog bite through it, because that makes it even worse. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Okay. This one I actually think I could pull it off. So now, snow paste is white, and it will stay and dry white like that. So it all depends on what what you're looking to try to, the effect that you're trying to bring. You can mix them both. That would be really pretty, like a snow and an ice. So again, totally up to you. But all of the rooftops and the trees and whatnot, I just felt like it's calling for this stuff, right? And the snow down here on the landscaping, it's asking for it. So, excuse you, Piggy Wiggy. I heard you burped it. So let's get, and again, these 3 come in pin form. I don't know where my pin, probably Onyx ate it. I don't know where the snow paste pin is, but it does come in a pin as well. But you can apply it with a palette knife. You can apply it with, like I am, my brush. I think I got it on the roof. Did I? A little bit. Oh no, it's kind of the so I will just tap in a little bit of this where the snow already is, just to give it a little bit of a 3D effect. Okay. So I put a little bit of the snow paste on the roof there, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of the snow crystal, so this one, and then I want a little bit of sparkle in here, so I'm going to mix them. And actually I'm going to bring this one down into the little areas that it can't get to with the brush. It does not take as long to dry, though, as like stickles, for instance. I'll tell you right over here already, the snow paste is, my fan is hitting kind of right here at the edge. It's already drying there. Thank you. I don't know why I put the lid back on now. Paranoid. Onyx is gonna get everything. Kind of like when you're doing like the rhinestones, you know, just sit and kind of play and ooh. As much and as little as you want. Probably would help if I got a smaller brush. But I just think it's like, it's just a pretty little extra, you know, something, something. And it'll actually feel a little bit of the texture too from the snow paste. You'll get a little bit of that texture feel as well. So tomorrow, when we come back tomorrow, this will obviously be dried. And then I will find my stencils that I have for, I know I obviously have a decoupage queen stencil, but I think I have a smaller snowflake stencil as well from SnipArt. I'm pretty sure I do. And so I will see if I can find that in my little stencil binder down here. Hopefully it's down here. If not, it'll be in the closet because it's Christmas stuff. And then we'll finish this off tomorrow. But I want to do all of the trees and whatnot as well. So let's see if we mix this one in there. Because this one's going to come out, it's a little more transparent than the other two. And this, it's lighter here. There's obviously when the reflection on the snow. So this one is the ice crystal. So when we see this tomorrow, we'll see it all dry. Now, before I go, I will probably do the other side of the roof. I won't bore you guys with doing it all now with you. Before I go, though, we'll put a little bit down here on the snow down here. Let me just wipe this off. And we'll use some of the Ice Effects paste. Didn't I bring out a little bitty? I didn't. I thought I did. I thought I did. I do. Like, are you talking like, would you bin or something? Oh my goodness. Can you hear? It's the texture in the ice effect and the rainbow paste. You'll hear that too. So we'll mix them both. We'll put a little bit of the ice effects in here. Can I grab that so you guys can see? You guys kind of see the flecks of sparkle that's in there. And let's get a little bit of the rainbow paste. This one actually is probably my favorite. This one I don't just use during this time of the year. So the texture of it is not as gritty as the ice effect, and the sparkle in here, the glitter is smaller, but all the same, still very pretty. But I think this one is probably my favorite. We'll just mix them both together. Obviously, I'm not going to try to make it smooth. That's not how snow is. So just kind of blending them in together. But we'll see tomorrow when it dries. You'll be really able to see the paste, what they look like. It's kind of hard because of all the lights right now and because they're wet, right? Kind of hard to get the effect of it when it's still wet like that. I'm going to bring this edge out so it's not so like straight, because that's going to look really weird. Okay. Could actually go all the way up, but that's probably a little much. I don't know. Is there really too much sparkle? I don't know. Oh, thanks, Sue. Okay, so I don't know. I might go all the way underneath the tree. Now that I look at it, I think it looks funny that it stopped so far back. So I'll go probably up underneath the tree at least, and maybe put some snow up here by the doorstep. I think that'll look cute. But again, I'm excited for you guys to see it tomorrow because it'll come together when it all dries. Now the snow paste will stay that opaque like that, but you'll be able to see all of the other as it dries. But tomorrow when we come back, we'll button up the sides, what we're gonna do. And like I said, I'll pull out the stencil because I know I have it, and I don't know. We'll figure something out. It might change all tomorrow. We might put molds on it or something like that. So anyway, yeah, when you move it around, you can see like there's sparkle and all kind of pretty stuff in there. It's so hard to see because of all of the bright lights. But even the paper, even the glitter glue, it's very. I swear this tree, it looks really crazy. I wish you guys can see it, but it looks like it has Christmas lights on the tree because of the glitter glue. So, very pretty. But anyhow, I will see you back here tomorrow. We'll finish this up tomorrow, and I don't know, we'll pull something else out. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? Yeah, it's not Friday yet. Yeah, still got one more day after tomorrow. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I don't know, I can try to hold it up. Sometimes when I hold it up in this camera, you can see outside of the lights. I don't know. I don't know why, because there's a big box light that's right in front of me too. So the glitter varnish is it? Oh, that's awesome. I'm telling you, this tree. Where's the camera over here? Other way, Terry. That tree, that big tree there, it looks, when the lights hit it, it looks like there's red and green. Okay, let's go upstairs. It looks like there's red and green lights. So have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Talk to you later. Bye.